If you're just like me and you like your Nintendo Switch, but you don't like the Joy-Cons, I have an option for you. I find the original Joy-Cons a pain in the ass to work with because they are very small for my hands. They are not, as you might say, ergonomical for big hands. They are mainly suited for small children. Every now and then I like to pick up my Switch and play with it in handheld mode. Now I did a customization on these two Joy-Cons and they look beautiful, but I just don't like the original shape of the Joy-Cons. So I was looking on Aliexpress for different shaped Joy-Con, and it seems that Nintendo has opened up the aftermarket peripherals for the Nintendo Switch, apparently. So I came across these irregular shaped Joy-Cons. They're half the price of an original Nintendo Joy-Con, but the added bonus for me was that they were stylized like the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, whatever you want to call it, themed controllers. Seeing that my Nintendo Switch and dock are themed like the Super Nintendo console is a plus for me. So I ordered these irregular shaped Joy-Cons, and a week and a half later they were in my house. And as you can see, they are a lot bigger and more corner shaped instead of the original Nintendo Joy-Cons. So I'll go over my pluses and minuses for these aftermarket Joy-Cons. The biggest plus that I have is that they are very lightweight in comparison to the original ones. So overall, your Nintendo Switch is a lot lighter. The next thing is that they work out of the box. Just click them onto your Nintendo Switch and they work. Now the next big thing is that they are very convenient and more ergonomical for bigger hands. Other than that, they just function as regular Nintendo Joy-Con controllers. There's also a cool gimmick if you dock your Nintendo Switch. The connection LED lights have a second function. When charging, it gives a cool LED green light on the front. Now for me, this isn't a problem, but if you have your Nintendo docked in a dark room and it is across the side of you and you want to sleep, you won't get any sleep. There are some real minuses on these aftermarket controllers, of course. Because you are paying half the price of an original Nintendo Joy-Con controller, hardware cuts have been made. There is no NFC on these Joy-Con controllers. Personally, I don't use amiibos, so I don't really care. Another minus for these controllers is that the rumble function isn't perfect. Where the Nintendo Joy-Con controllers have multiple values when it comes to rumble functionality, this has only one setting for the rumble functionality. It either rumbles or it doesn't. And there's another minus, which I said was actually a plus. They are lightweight, but they also feel really cheap. It is like they use the cheapest plastic available just to hold the hardware inside. Other than that, the joystick feels really competent and they did a really good job. The buttons and the controller just feel like the original Joy-Cons. So to sum it up, if you have big hands, you don't like the original Nintendo Joy-Con controllers because they are very small and inconvenient for your hands, and if you don't care about NFC functionality and don't use amiibos on your Nintendo Switch, this is a great option. And the best thing about it is that they come at half the price of an original Nintendo Joy-Con controller. And you'll have to excuse me because I'm going to play on my Nintendo Switch right now in handheld mode.